What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are back with the What I've Been Playing videos. Now episode 12 to start off the new year. Took a break in January to get a bunch of videos out. Still have a bunch of videos to get out. We'll talk about that in a second. But now we're back to What I've Been Playing, which is a video I do once a month, just recapping what games I have been playing, which games I've finished, what videos to expect on the channel, just a big roundup of kind of what to expect potentially from the channel in the near future. We'll talk about games I'm playing, I've finished, videos I still have to put out, upcoming games, stuff like that. So there's a lot to talk about in this video since it's almost been 2 months since the last What I've Been Playing video. So without further ado, let's dive in. So I want to do a quick recap of the last almost 2 months. That What I've Been Playing episode 11 video came out on December 14th. As I'm recording this, it is February 11th. So it's almost been 2 months and I have put out a decent amount of videos since then. So in the last 2 months, first video I put out after that was a Black Ops 7 review. So that is up on the channel. Let's talk about games I didn't finish in 2025. I just wanted to go through and talk about the biggest misses that I had that I wanted to finish. So I talk about, I think maybe 7, 8, 9 games around there in that video, just of games that I didn't finish for one reason or the other. Other games came out, I just fell off of it, that kind of thing. I put out a peak funny moments video, kind of wrapping up a bunch of different play sessions, coming back to the game after a long time. And that was a very long editing session condensed down to about 20 minutes, so that video is out. My Dispatch review is out as well, all 8 episodes played through, and that video is out on the channel. The Outer Worlds 2 review also on the channel as well. That one popped off, so thank you guys for that. And then a video that's about 45 minutes of me talking about games that I want to play in 2026. Lots of games that I want to play in 2026, so go check that video out. Also put out a video talking about my plans for 2026, what I want to do with the channel, what I want to keep doing, how I want to improve on what I have been doing, stuff like that. Also wanting some ideas from you guys on what games you want to see me play or what videos you want to see me make. Please let me know down in the comments below any game recommendations that you want to see me play. I'll let you know if I played it before or not, and I will absolutely get to a game that is recommended by someone in the comments if that's what you guys want to see. Made a video talking about the Xbox Developer Direct 2026, saw 4 games there, kind of recapped everything and my thoughts in that video as well. Next up after that, I ranked every game I finished for the first time in 2025. That's a series of videos that I've been making when I go back to old games, play through them for the first time, and just make a video wrapping up all of my thoughts into one video. So there were 9 games I talked about in that video, and I really want to improve that number this year. I want to play a lot more older games to clear out that backlog. So that is the goal this year, is to play a lot more older games, and we'll talk about some of those in just a second. And my most recent video is my Hades 2 review. So kind of getting into the Hades 2 review, but also talking about games from 2025. I still want to wrap that up. I've been kind of slacking on that. I've still been playing games, but I just really haven't been in the video making mood. I haven't really wanted to sit down at the mic and talk about games, but I want to get back into that. Hades 2 and Ghost of Yotei were the 2 games that I had left to finish at the end of 2025, and I wrapped those games up in January. So Hades 2 review, that is out on the channel. Ghost of Yotei will be up next, and then my final video to finally wrap up 2025 will be my Game of the Year video for 2025. Once that video is out, I'm planning on getting that video out before any new reviews come out from games this year. So if you see any 2025 game for some reason on the channel that I make a video on past Ghost of Yotei, that is going to be a first time finishing video. Ghost of Yotei will be the last of the reviews from last year, and then going forward, reviews will only be for 2026 games. It's a little confusing, but I want to wrap up 2025, finally get that knocked out so we can look ahead and expecting a lot of great games coming in 2026, as I talked about in that games I want to play in 2026 video, and we'll talk about a couple in just a few minutes that I want to play coming up this month. But just trying to wrap up 2025, a couple more videos to put out, and then we will be done with that. So now that we've wrapped up the last 2 months of the channel, now let's look ahead. Let's talk about some new games that I've been playing. I have 2 games that I have already finished. These are older games. These are going to be my first time finishing videos. And the first one up is Resident Evil Village. As of recording this video, last night I finally knocked it out, put about 10 hours into it. At least that's what Steam says. I bet the end game counter probably says maybe 8-9 hours, maybe 7, somewhere in there. So about the same length as Resident Evil 7. And I wanted to get Village knocked out before Requiem comes out, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But now I've kind of caught up my Resident Evil knowledge. The only gaps that I have now, I know there's a bunch of Resident Evil games, but I'm talking main Resident Evil games, are probably the first one. Maybe, I guess 0 is probably a mainline game. But then 5 and 6 are also Resident Evil games that I have not played. I played them before, but really did not get into them. But I have 2, 3, and 4 knocked out. Those were already games that I did before I started the channel. And then 7, I do a video on that from early, or I think middle of last year. So just kind of wrapping up my Resident Evil catalog. Still have a couple games, but those really aren't big games for me to go after. They're not really high on the list. 5 and 6, if you guys want to see those, let me know down in the comments. I will play through those if that's something you guys want to see. Even 0 and 1, I've heard good things about. I think maybe the Resident Evil 1 remake I've heard good things about. So if you guys want to see more Resident Evil, absolutely let me know down in the comments. I did enjoy my time with Village. I will save my full thoughts for the video, but what I will say is I had a lot of fun playing Resident Evil Village. The story was something that was kind of hit or miss, but I did have a lot of fun playing Resident Evil Village. It's definitely more of a action-focused Resident Evil game as opposed to 7, which was a lot more survival horror. But I had a lot of fun with Village, enjoyed my time with it, and that video will be coming out soon, talking about my first time finishing it. Next up, probably one you weren't expecting, in 2026, I finished Army of Two for the first time. This was a game on a whim. I texted a buddy and said, we need to get together and in one night knock out Army of Two. I knew it wasn't a very long game, maybe 5 or 6 hours, and that's what we did. We did that, knocked it out in one night, and almost pretty much just one sitting, and couch co-op knocked it out split screen, just like you would in the good old days. And I enjoyed it. It was definitely a game that it did show its age in some parts, but its gameplay for the most part I thought felt pretty good. It had a lot of cool co-op ideas, great co-op gameplay. I mean, this was pre-Hazelight, where we see A Way Out, It Takes Two, Split Fiction, those kind of games, and there have been other sorts of co-op games like those, but I feel like Army of Two was a game that was kind of one of a kind in its era. There was not a lot of games that had that much of a co-op focus, where I played this with a friend, and I know you can play it solo, and there's an AI partner, so I'm not sure how that experience would be, but I had a lot of fun messing with Army of Two in 2026. Couch co-op, split screen, it was a lot of fun, and I'll talk more about it in the full video. But I would love for them to bring this series back. I can't imagine how much fun an Army of Two game done right would be in 2026, with the enhancements that we've seen in technology and all these crazy cool ideas that you could do and pull off. It would be a lot of fun. And this is not a game that I'm pretty sure you can play online co-op anymore. I think the servers are down, so if you do want to play with a friend, you would have to play couch co-op, but it is well worth it if you do decide to, and I'll talk more about Army of Two when that video comes out. Now we're going to talk about games that I'm trying to work through right now, and I have 4 that I think I'm going to try to work through all 4 of these games kind of at the same time. I have a bad problem about that, starting games but then bouncing to other games, and I have a whole bunch of different games that I want to finish, but obviously there's not the time to do them all at once. So there's a lot of games that I've started, as you'll see in the next few games that we'll talk about, but I'm going to try to focus on just a few at a time. A big one for me is Returnal. This is a bullet hell roguelite coming from Housemarque, a PlayStation exclusive. It is on PC. Really wanted to get to this one even before Saros, the brand new game from Housemarque that's about to come out in a few months, was announced. It looked very cool to me. It looked like something that was right up my alley, especially after playing games like Hades. I'm now really in love with the roguelite style of gameplay. It just looked like a lot of fun, and it's got great reviews. A lot of people really talk highly about Returnal. So finally decided to boot it up and try it. I think maybe about a month ago, maybe a little bit less than that. I've put maybe 7.5, 8 hours into it. Done a couple runs. Gameplay feels so good. It's tight. Good weapon variety, enemy variety. The game just feels so good to play, and it does a really good job so far of putting you in that loop. And the ways that it'll do it with cutscenes and story-wise, and there's a lot of cool things in Returnal so far, and a lot that is bringing me back for more runs and more runs. A game that I started, kind of fell off of in the middle of maybe January, but I've kind of gotten back into it recently. This is a game I do want to finish absolutely before Saros comes out, to really kind of prepare myself for what to expect from Saros. Saros just seems like it's going to be a bigger and better Returnal, so I want to get through Returnal. Might even try it out in co-op. Maybe that's something I'll do. The plan is to play it through fully in single player, but there is a co-op mode. There's a challenge tower mode, I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of game here. I'm not sure if I'm going to platinum it. My plan is to just finish it and roll credits. But if I'm really loving the game when I roll credits and I want to put that extra time in, I will probably do it if I'm loving the game enough. I've looked on PSN profiles, and I think it's probably going to be, if I go for it, the hardest platinum that I'll get. But if I'm having a lot of fun with the game and I want that challenge, I will go for it. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. We have about 2 months until Saros comes out. So hoping to wrap this one up pretty soon, but I still have a lot of time to put into it, but I am really enjoying Returnal so far. Next up is Bastion, a game that I'll admit I've not put a lot of time into. Maybe like 15-20 minutes just to boot it up and see what it was about, but I want to get through the Supergiant Games backlog. I want to go through their first 3 games before Hades. So many good things I've heard about all of these games, and looking through, it has the same composer, Darren Korb, the same artist, or at least art direction leader with Gen Z. So the people are there, the people are in place that made Hades what it is, and that game, both games are fantastic. And I've heard so many good things about their first 3 games. So I am going to go through and play Bastion. Even though I've barely played it, I do want to play through it and see what it's about. I've already heard great music. I'm already enjoying the gameplay. Really interested to see where the first Supergiant game goes, and excited. This one's not super long. I think it's maybe 5 or 6 hours, so it's not going to take me long at all to go through it. So this is one that I can wrap up pretty quickly, and little by little put some time into it, a couple hours here and there, and then boom, I'm done with it, and I can make a video on it. So excited to see the origins of Supergiant and where they started with Bastion. How about Sleeping Dogs in the year 2026? I have had this game in my backlog for I don't even know how long. I got it for free on Xbox with Games with Gold. That's how long that this game has been sitting in my backlog for, or at least in my library when I played mainly on Xbox, and then get on PC. And I'm not sure when I bought it, but it was really cheap and the reviews were overwhelmingly positive, so I had to at least buy it. And finally I started it up, played a couple hours of it so far, but man, really enjoying Sleeping Dogs so far. The world that you are in, I'm assuming it's Hong Kong or some version of it, or some kind of variant of that. I'm not entirely sure where the game is set. It is set in Hong Kong, but I am really intrigued by a lot of what I see. The world is super lived in, walking down the street, hearing all the different vendors, you know, trying to get you to buy what they're selling and the funny ways that they say it. The characters so far seem pretty good. The story seems like it's going to go in a pretty good direction. The gameplay, combat, like hand-to-hand combat, very reminiscent of the Batman Arkham games with that system and countering enemies, but the amount of environmental, I guess, choice that you can have when you're fighting. You can toss enemies into things or run them into things, and it's really cool the way that each fight feels different because of the environment around you and what you can use. Cars feel great to drive. There's a lot of customization as well, it seems like. I'm going to have a lot of fun going through this game. I know I will. I'm really hoping this game isn't one that I fall off of because newer games are coming out. I'm hoping I can get back to it. It's not a super long game, but I know there's a lot in this game to do, and if I'm really enjoying it, I'm going to do as much as I can before I roll credits. So we'll see how long this game takes me, but I'm very excited to keep going with Sleeping Dogs. So far from what I played, seems very promising. A very good GTA clone, or at least a direct competitor to GTA. It's hard to compete with the GTA games, but there's a few that have tried and have done pretty good at it, like Saints Row and Sleeping Dogs from what I've played, and hopefully from what I will keep playing is doing the job just fine. And the last game that I want to try and keep up with and finish sometime soon is GTA Vice City. I have put a few hours into it, and this is all because it seems like GTA 6 is pretty set to come out November 19th. They've already said marketing is going to start this summer, so I have to get through the GTA games before 6. I need to get through Vice City, San Andreas, and 4 before 6 comes out. So Vice City is the first step. I did GTA 3 last year, that video's on the channel. Vice City is the next step in the process, and really enjoying it. Love the setting of Vice City, probably my favorite setting so far. 80s Miami, the soundtrack, the songs that are in the soundtrack just fit the vibe so well, and the cars, the combat's pretty much the same, but there's actually, from what I've been playing, a pretty solid story so far. Having the voice protagonist, Tommy Vercetti, played by Ray Liotta, that makes a huge difference, even though so far he's not saying a whole lot, but there is a character there. There's some form of character there that's going to help improve the story a lot in Vice City. And I haven't even gotten into things like, I know you can buy properties. I haven't even gotten into that yet. So I'm excited to see where Vice City goes, how it improves, what things did Vice City introduce that we come to expect from GTA games in the modern day. Very excited to keep going through Vice City. This is one that I hope I can keep going through and not fall off of, because I gotta get these 3 games done before 6. That is something I really want to do before 6 comes out, so that way I've covered the GTA gambit. I've already played through 5, played through GTA 3. I just have these 3 games left, and then I will be prepared for GTA 6. So hoping to keep playing through Vice City and finish that sometime soon. So far, enjoying it. Now I want to talk about 3 games that I have put some time into over the last 2 months, but I'm going to put to the side for now, but hopefully come back to at some point this year. First game is Batman Arkham Origins. Maybe put 3 to 4 hours into it, and I love the Batman Arkham games. I've played through the entire trilogy, Asylum City and Night. Really enjoyed those games. I know I started Arkham Origins back on my Xbox a few years ago and played a little bit of it but fell off of it. But I wanted to get back into it because I know it's a great Christmas/winter game, and obviously that's kind of the time that we're in now. It is winter. And because I hadn't played a Batman game in a few years. I mean, it's been years since I've beaten Arkham Knight. I haven't touched a Batman game. So what I have played, I have enjoying where the story goes, all these villains that the game is bringing in that you don't really get to see a lot of, and the combat obviously is great. The Christmas setting does a lot. I think it's a great setting for this Batman game, and it feels great. Really just feels like another Batman Arkham game. I know it's not made by Rocksteady, it's a different studio, but from what I've played, it feels like they've done a pretty good job so far, and it's one that I definitely want to get back into at some point this year and keep going with it. Just don't want to play too many games right now. I don't want to be bouncing between 10 different games. And Arkham Origins, even though I did enjoy it, I have enjoyed what I have played. Going to stick it to the side for now, and I will come back to it soon. Next up, Ghostwire Tokyo. Very random kind of impulse to play this game. It was actually a recommendation from a friend. Decided to try it out because of that, and I was surprised. I was really enjoying what I was playing. Combat was a lot of fun. This game is super stylish. The animations are on point when it comes to the different weapons that you can wield, the bow, and I'm not sure, I can't even remember what it's called in the game, but you're using your hands to do different kind of like almost spells, but you can switch between fire and water and ethereal, and really enjoyed the combat. Game looks great, and story is solid so far. Looking to see where it goes, and I really am enjoying the world that Ghostwire Tokyo is offering. Just walking around and trying to find all the spirits. You know, they always have something to say. Side quests are solid so far. I'm enjoying Ghostwire Tokyo a lot more than I thought. Another game that I've put maybe 5 hours into, and a game that I'm just going to come back to. I'll set it to the side for now, keep playing what I'm playing. But when I do get back to Ghostwire Tokyo, when there's some downtime and games aren't coming out, I do expect that I will roll through it, roll through credits, and finish it up, make a video on it, because I have enjoyed what I have played so far. So looking to get back to Ghostwire Tokyo sometime soon. And the last game that I'm going to put to the side for now is RoboCop Rogue City. This is one that I think I started playing late December, early January. And at first I played it and it kind of felt like an old school maybe PS2, PS3 game, and I wasn't really feeling it. But then I kind of came to love how the game felt. It was a little clunky. It looked a little clunky, but it kind of fits what it was going for with the dialogue. I've never watched RoboCop, never watched it, so I don't know anything about it. But at first, didn't really like what it was doing, but then I kind of came to really enjoy what it was doing. Gameplay was a lot of fun. It just felt really old school, just a simple old school game to play. And there's a lot to this game. It gives you these open areas to explore. There's side quests, and good side quests at that. And this game is not what I expected, but when it opens up, and it's a lot more than you expect, and it's a good thing. It does very good things with gameplay elements and side quests that you just don't expect, you wouldn't expect from a RoboCop game. So far, really enjoying RoboCop. This one sucks to put down, and I do want to get back to it. I was having a lot of fun with it, but it is one I feel like that I can pick back up really easily where I left off and get back into it. It doesn't do a whole lot of crazy things gameplay wise, but that's not a bad thing. It is what it is, and the gameplay feels like a lot of fun. It's super old school, and very much hoping to get back to RoboCop Rogue City very soon. And now let's talk about some upcoming games. There are 3 games in February that I would like to check out. 2 that I'm for sure going to check out. 1 is a maybe. The first one being High on Life 2. This one comes out in just a couple of days as of recording this video on the 13th. Really enjoyed High on Life 1. Obviously comedy is subjective, but I really enjoyed the comedy and the writing in High on Life 1. I laughed at a lot of things that they put in the game. Fourth wall breaks, I love when games do that, and it was just a fun time. The gameplay was solid, but I'm hoping that's where they improve the most in High on Life 2 is the gameplay. The story was solid too, but I'm hoping the game is a lot of fun to play, and they keep up with the writing and the jokes and the comedy and the fourth wall breaks. I just hope it's High on Life 1, bigger and better gameplay. That's what I'm hoping for. Even the story is not something that is, you know, out of this world, or even if it's not good, I'm okay with that if the game is fun to play and has a lot of fun jokes and fun things thrown in there. Obviously a good story would be nice, but it's not really what I'm coming to High on Life for. I just want to have fun with the gameplay and laugh at the jokes. I hope there's a good story in there. We'll see about that. but for sure checking out High Life 2. It will be coming to Game Pass, so I'll check it out through there. Next game I'm for sure going to check out, Resident Evil Requiem. Talked about Resident Evil Village earlier. This one's coming on February 27th. I have pretty much run the Resident Evil gambit, at least I would say. Maybe 5 and 6 are important to get through, maybe the originals are as well. But I played through 2, 3, and 4, the third person more survival horror, but also action. But then also I played through the first person games, and that is what this game looks to mesh together. First and third person, giving you survival horror, but also action as well. Playing as Grace with survival horror, Leon for action. Excited to see how this game can mesh the two perspectives together, the two characters together, and is it going to be worth playing through twice, once in first, once in third? I'm excited, just like everyone else is, for Requiem. Not the biggest Resident Evil fan in the world, but I have really enjoyed what I've played from these games, and this one looks like it could be the best one yet if it's able to mesh these styles together. Give us a great story with great characters, great villains, really great survival horror moments, set pieces, all that fun stuff. I'm hoping that this Resident Evil game can be the total package. Super excited for that. We'll be checking that one out for sure. And the third game that we'll see about, this one I would really like to check out. We'll kind of see what reviews are looking like. This is Reanimal, coming from the developers of the original Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2. Basically, they're taking that and putting it into a new world and making it co-op. Co-op is a big pull for me. Would love to play this style of game in co-op, and I've seen a couple of reviews already, and they look really good. Looking for a few more just to kind of seal the deal on it, but excited for Reanimal. I'm hoping this game hits the spot and gives us another great co-op experience. If it has a friend pass, which I'm pretty sure they said it's going to have one, just not at launch, maybe shortly after. When that friend pass rolls around, that's probably when I'll get it, if reviews are looking good and it looks like something I want to play. I've never actually played Little Nightmares before, so if that's something that you want to see on the channel, let me know down in the comments. But this game looks right up my alley. Horror, great set pieces, great moments, and in co-op, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that Reanimal hits the spot. So those are the 3 games that are coming out this month that I either am going to play for sure, or we'll kind of wait and see. But these are the upcoming games that I want to play. So that is going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out, and talking about games that I've been playing. Let me know what you've been playing down in the comments. It's been 2 months. This video is 30 minutes long. There's been a lot to recap, a lot to talk about, and a lot of videos planned for the channel. Some reviews to wrap up 2025, a couple more videos from that, a couple of my first time finishing videos, a lot of games that I have been playing and will continue to play, some new games, a state of play. There's a lot going on in the start of the year, and it will just keep going. January, very empty month for new games. Didn't have anything that jumped out at me that I wanted to give a shot. So now we're into February. Now we're getting into some new releases, and March has a good bit as well, as we'll talk about in the next What I've Been Playing, as these videos are going to start coming out again every month. So you will see that. We took a break in January with this series, but now we're back with it, and you will be seeing a video every month just talking about games that I've been playing. So that is going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll talk to you later.